Hi, in this video we're going to look at Microsoft Word. So let's go ahead and open up and see some of the built-in features that can help us. So once I open up Microsoft Word, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at a few pieces that are going to make your experience a little bit better. So first and foremost, I want to make sure I'm actually logged in under my Minute account. So up here on the top right, you should be logged in. If you're not, you can go ahead and log in directly. So you can see here, I am logged in already. James Norchurch is signed in. If that wasn't to be the case, you could just go ahead and sign yourself in directly. The important part there is that's going to save everything you do to your OneNote account. So to make that a little bit easier, I want you to look up here on the top left at Autosave. So once I click on that once and I turn it on, it's now going to ask where do you want to autosave all your documents to. So I'm going to push everything into my OneDrive Minute account. So now let's look at dictation. How do we use dictation in general? By default, on the top right here, you're going to have Dictate available. You're just going to hit the drop down. I want you to make sure that it's set to United Kingdom. And so once I click on that icon once, this is an example of how we would use Microsoft 365 to help students who might find spelling or typing a little bit difficult. Full stop, new line. I use this a lot myself for email communication, comma, or larger projects that I'm working on within university. Full stop, new paragraph. As you can see, this works really well out of the box, and it's going to make life an awful lot easier for students who struggle with typing, comma. It does make the odd mistake from part to part. As you can see above, it did put in an incorrect word, comma. However, all I have to do is correct that with the keyboard. Full stop, new paragraph. Okay, so I hope that gives you a sense of how dictation works, how you can actually speak into the computer, into your laptop, and have it dictate for you. That's one key part in terms of using Microsoft. And this is going to help across the board, whether this is in exams, for assignments, or for taking notes. The other thing I want to show people here is how we can have this read back directly within Microsoft Word. So I'm going to go up here to Review. I'm going to click on Read Aloud. And so now what you should see over here on the right hand side is this little toolbar has appeared. So we have a play button, a previous, and a next. We also have this settings icon. So the settings icon just allows me to change the voice types. There's various different types that are available. And then also we can change the speed and how quick or slowly it speaks back to you. Let's go ahead and practice that. So I drop my cursor at the start of a sentence. I hit the play button.
This is an example of how we would use Microsoft 365 to help.
Okay, so it is a little bit computerized, that's for sure, but it does work very well out of the box. If there's certain words or sentences or paragraphs you dropped in and you want to check, is this really what I meant to say, then please go ahead and use something like Read Aloud. The final thing I want to touch on here is helping you rewrite some of your sentence structure. This is certainly something that I see a lot of students struggle with. So if you've put in a phrase or you've started a sentence and you're not sure if that's the best way of wording that, I'm going to highlight the first 3 or 4 words. I'm going to right click. I'm going to come down here to Rewrite Suggestions. And then over here on the right hand side, it's going to give me a number of rewrite options. So all I have to do now is click on one of these and it's going to drop it into the structure. So I can hit the drop down. It'll actually ask me, do you want to read this aloud first? Read the whole sentence with that change and then read the sentence without the change. So it gives you a sense, does this change actually work in terms of my paragraph, in terms of my sentence? So I hope that those few simple tips make the difference when you're using Microsoft Word for either exams or assignments at Minute. Thanks.